In this tutorial, we'll show you how to migrate from SLP-V over to SLP-5. First, we're going to create the backup of our database in SLP-V. We'll open up SLP-V. Make sure you log in as administrator. You can see here I have my database, my PLU files. I'll go under File, Database Utilities. I'm going to click on Backup Database and hit OK. And then hit Close, and I'll close that. If I navigate over to where I installed the Ishida program under C, Program Files, Ishida, SLP-V, Backup, I have these three files created. So I can copy them. We'll paste them to my desktop. And close that. We'll just create a folder. We'll call it Backups. And we'll put that in there. And then we're going to open up the Setup Utility program. Again, log in as administrator. You'll notice here that we're missing some functions, so I'm going to activate the Advanced Function option under General, Supported Functions, Advanced Configuration Setting. We'll hit OK. We'll exit out, and then we'll enter back into it. Again, log in as administrator. And from here I have some more functions. Now this allows me to go under configuration and I can save selected setup data file. So under scale setup, instead of me typing in all these IP addresses again, I can save this to a file. So I'll go configuration, save selected. I will browse location, go to desktop backups, and we'll just say scale setup. Hit save, and then we're going to select the scale settings, and then we'll hit save to file. And then we'll close, and then we'll close this one. Now we'll go ahead and install SLP-5. We'll run as administrator. Run this anyways. So I am done with SLP-V for the moment. So what I can do, I can stop the SLP service by right click on SLP-V and hit exit. And if I run the services.msc application and just double check if SLP-V has stopped running. SLP service will stop running this. Okay. Oops. And then we'll hit next. On the installation of SLP-5, we're going to install it as a client server. And we'll install it for everyone. So again, with these backups are from SLP-V. You can take these, you can bring them over to another computer, a virtual machine, and you can load them up that way. It doesn't have to be on the same computer. So the installation is almost finished. Again, since we are in Canada, we're going to choose the Canadian setup. We're going to not select the setup file for now. We'll leave it as English as language. We'll hit OK. Okay, so that's finished. We'll hit finish. So now we'll allow this through the firewall. Okay, we need to go into the setup utility, so hit the start. We have setup utility, the pink program here. This is Scaling Pro 5 now, no longer SLP-V. We'll choose not to see this anymore, we'll leave it as English. We will verify this later, as you have 14 days trial when you first install it. We'll allow the program to go through the firewall. Check that off. We'll verify later. And just notifying you that you have 14 days before you have to enter in the license key. We'll hit OK there. I'm going to log in as administrator. If you notice on the configuration, I don't have the selected setup file, so I need to go under General, Supported Functions, and activate Advanced Configuration. Now if I go into the configuration, no, I have to restart it. We'll verify later. Okay. Log in. Now we have load selected data file. So I'm going to hit load selected. I'm going to load my file. I'll browse for it. Under desktop, backups, my scale setup, will open, and scale settings is the only one that populated. So wait for that to finish. So once that loaded, we checked it off, and then we can say load from file. Successful. We'll hit OK. We'll close it. If I check my scale setup, my IP addresses are there. Next, we need to load up the database. So I need to go under General, Supported Functions. We need to activate database utilities here, right here. Check off database utilities, hit OK. And then we'll close that. And then we'll open up the blue program as Scaling Pro 5. Again, we'll hit verify later. We'll hit OK. We'll allow it through the firewall. And then we'll log in as administrator. So notice it's a little bit different than SLP-V. Typically here on SLP-5 you'll have all your PLU information in this window. So now I want to populate this database with my backups that I made from SLP-5. So I'm going to go under database utilities. Okay, here we're going to restore load main database file. We'll click on that. And we'll click on in the desktop under backups. So this is our main database file here. It doesn't have the word production, or it doesn't have the word tran for transaction. So this is our main database file. We'll select that, we'll hit open, and we'll say OK. Complete, and then we'll go under restore the production database file. We'll click on that, go under my backups, select the one that says that has the word PROD for production, open, we'll say OK. Okay, and then the last one is transaction. We'll click on that under backups. For the one that says TRAN for transaction, open. Okay, it's complete. What you can do now, you can verify the database under add, modify, delete PLUs. If you don't see the data that has been migrated there, you can try doing the database utilities again and reloading the database, those 3 steps again, and then closing the program and then reopening it. Verify later. Okay. And then your data has migrated over.